I know you've heard about an emergency fund and the rule of thumb to save 3 to 6 months worth of your expenses, and that's a great goal, but it can be intimidating. Just imagine if your monthly expenses is $5,000, you multiply that by 3 months, that's $15,000. To some people that may seem impossible, to others it may just seem like a very long time. And for that reason alone, I want you to save an immediate fund first. Hey, thank you for tuning in. My name is Quay Scott, and my goal is to ignite financial elevation. I want to ignite or to spark the mind and the brains to do better and be better when it comes to our money and our finances. My ultimate goal is to help you become financially free, but first we have to become financially stable. So if you find any value throughout this video, please do me a favor and subscribe to the channel, like this video, and send it to some other people who you think might get value out of it as well. I don't want to hold you guys too long. I just wanted to introduce myself real quick, so we're going to go ahead and get back into the video. So some of you may be wondering, what is an immediate fund? An immediate fund is similar to an emergency fund. It's just more on the minor side. Emergency funds are more for the major issues that come about, but these immediate funds are just immediate issues that need immediate attention. So some examples of that is like your car. You hit a flat tire unexpectedly. Your refrigerator goes out and you got a fridge full of food and you don't want it to go out. Those are immediate things that need immediate attention. So we want to make sure that we're prepared and we have money set aside just for when those things come up, because it's never if, it's always when. Something is always going to happen. So you want to stay ready at all times so you don't have to get ready. Now, since this is just an immediate fund, we don't have to have a whole lot of money. Matter of fact, we only have to need 4 figures. So my suggestion, my recommendation that I advise a lot of my followings on other platforms and the clients that I work with is to have a minimum of $1,500, a maximum of $2,500. 60% of Americans don't have $1,000 saved up. So I'm trying to challenge you to have at least $500 more than that. Now, we want to keep this money in a regular savings account. I know some of you have heard about or know about high yield savings accounts. This isn't what the immediate fund is for. That's what our emergency fund money is going to go to. So that money can sit in there and grow interest. Because we're only putting $25 to $100 of this max, we don't want to put that in a high yield savings account because it's not going to gain a lot of interest. Also, we need this for immediate issues. With some high yield savings accounts, they don't allow you to withdraw the money immediately. Sometimes it takes 2 to 3 business days, sometimes even more. And if we have an immediate issue, we don't have 2 to 3 days to be waiting. Now, unlike the emergency fund that you can just gradually build, I encourage everybody to pay yourself every single time you get paid at least 10%. With this immediate fund, if you don't already have $1,500 saved up, we want to aggressively accomplish this goal. And what I mean by that is I want you to get to the $1,500 mark as fast as possible. So if there are some things that you can reduce or you can eliminate out of your expenses and put that money towards the immediate fund, then that's what we want to do. When you go through your budget, if you have any money left over, throw that towards your immediate fund. If you have any money left over before the next check, put that additional amount into your immediate fund. We want to get this funded as soon as possible. And there's a lot of pros to having an immediate fund. Number one, it reduces the stress and anxiety because a lot of people are living life on the edge. They are walking on eggshells every day, worrying about what if something happens, because they don't, like I said, that 60% of Americans don't have $1,000 saved up. They don't have anything saved up. So they're one flat tire away from having to go get a payday loan or, being late on a bill or on their rent or something like that. This eliminates or it reduces it. I won't say eliminate, but it will reduce it because it'll give you like some kind of a peace of mind knowing that if something happens, you're prepared for it. Secondly, a lot of people don't realize this. It helps a lot with debt. If you're on the journey to become debt free, a lot of times when you don't have any money saved up and you're trying to pay off debt, when something comes up, what do? You go right back into the debt that you've been trying to pay off and use that to pay for the things that come up. That eliminates that. That keeps you free of any hiccups on your debt paying off journey. So if something does come up, you have that money set aside to handle that. So your debt is steadily making progress and you don't have to dip back into that just to go and handle anything that comes up. And I mentioned this briefly in the first one, but it gives you a little bit of freedom, a little bit of peace of mind. Just knowing that you have something set aside. It's not a whole lot. It's not life changing, but having a little bit of cushion makes a world of difference. When I saved my first $2,000, it just gave me so much more flexibility to try to explore and experience different things, knowing that if something went sideways or didn't go as planned, I had some money to fall back on, and that alone is priceless. Lastly, I'm a financial coach, and I ask my clients what their goals are. But before we get started on their goals, if they don't have $1,500 saved up, all their goals get pushed to the side. We aggressively save that $1,500 up first because you have to have that solid financial foundation. And what makes me the proudest is when they come to me later on and say, oh, I had this happen, but guess what? I had my immediate fund. I even had one client tell me that she was happy to pay for something that came up in her home. She had to have some kind of home repair. She said she was happy to pay the money just knowing that she was ready and she was prepared. So this is very important to have. So I want to encourage you guys to start aggressively building up that immediate fund if you don't have one already. And then once that's accomplished, then we'll start getting into the emergency fund. We'll slowly and gradually build that up as we get paid, as we start to increase our income and things like that. But we want to at least have some type of cushion in place while we build that up, while we pay off debt, so we don't have to keep going into the cycles of using debt to, handle things that come up, or, those immediate issues that we spoke about. And at the same time, this will make you building your emergency fund up a lot smoother, because you don't have that stress or that weight on you to hurry up and get it accomplished, because you have money set aside for those minor issues. If you've made it this far, I would like to say thank you again for tuning in. If you found any value in this video, please subscribe to the channel, like this video, share it with your family and friends. And like I said at the beginning, my goal is to ignite financial elevation. I'm just trying to spark the brains and shift the mindsets to do better and to be better when it comes to our money and our finances. So again, thank you guys. I will see you guys on the next video.